Okay, joining us now for reaction to that, to the cataclysmic shift in the United States media since Election Day, author of You Can Do It, Speak Your Mind, America, actor and comedian, Rob Schneider. Rob, good to see you.
Thank you, Rob. Well, first of all, as someone who's half Asian, half white, I'm still trying to figure out which part of me is suppressing the other half. And I'm still working on that out. Well, you're right. I think that America can only be race hustled to the point where the lunacy gets exposed. And it has been. And I think it just doesn't break down to that. And I think people can't be fooled by that anymore. And I think you had people like Joy Reid and people who were bad faith actors, who there is a vulnerability in America. And, if there's going to be, money in, in race, you're going to have race entrepreneurs. So that's what you kind of had, and you sold it. But after a while, it kind of got old, and it just, people aren't buying the same story anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. Take a listen. This is Rachel Maddow last night talking about essentially accusing your company of racism. Look at this.
Joy is not taking a different job in the network. She is leaving the network altogether. And that is very, very, very hard to take. I think it is a bad mistake to let her walk out the door. It is not my call, and I understand that, but that's what I think. I will tell you, it is also unnerving to see that on a network where we've got two non-white hosts in primetime, both of our non-white hosts in primetime are losing their shows, as is Katie Fang on the weekend. And
anybody else does that, Rob, they get fired. Let me just ask you, just quickly, I have a question. Who gives, so Joy Reid lost her job, and then they let her come back last night to do a final show. Who does that? You lose your job, you get a box, you go home, that's it. You don't get to come back and do a final show.
I don't know. I think that they're still in denial about why the party lost so badly. I think it's they have not come to Jesus moment. They really haven't, the Democrats, especially in the media. I'm still waiting for the apologies that will never come. But we don't have to wait for it. I think we have to move on. And I would just say to the Republicans that we got to put our big boy pants on. And we have to. That's my dog out there. We have to have a party of reconciliation. Now, just because there's no path to forgiveness and there's no path to reconciliation, there's no path to redemption in the liberals in the Democratic Party, that doesn't mean we have to be the same way to out-cancel the cancel culture.
Yeah,
so we're gonna have to
wait, but Rob, let me just, isn't spiking the football okay for a little while? Like when something like this happens, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
I know.
I told you so.
But this is the party right now that is still clinging to, like, we want government waste. We want boys and girls locker rooms. We want, at a certain point, they're just leaving America behind. And it is true. If they continue to go down this way and don't do some kind of course correction, they're going to be a party that's going to be out of power for a long time. I could see this. I mean, if you look at it historically, when you look at the last time there were three presidents that did not have two terms. We go from Nixon to Ford to Carter. You look at it again and you go, well, Trump, Biden, Trump, and then what happened after that? You had two Reagan administrations and then one Bush. So you're looking at 12 years of Republican leadership. But what do we do with it? We have to improve the lives of Americans. And it is Trump, unfortunately, with the liberal hegemony of media, is not getting the credit for that he should be getting it. Giving a chance to cut government waste and giving it back to the people, bringing a $500 billion deal from Apple here, encouraging job investment and corporate investment in the States for jobs. He deserves the credit for it. And I think that they're going to have to come around, the Democrats, or they're going to continue to be a party that is a minority party. And
Rob, they spent months calling him Hitler and calling him a Nazi. And boy, did you ever make me laugh the last time you were on talking to me about that one. But
they have to let go of that. And the thing about it is, like, even the violence and the rhetoric has to slow down, because you could see that it does come at a cost. And so I would like to see the rhetoric slowing down, but it isn't. The fact of the matter is elections have consequences. The Democrats lost, and they lost badly. And the president has constitutional authority to make the decisions that he is making. If he wants to fire the Joint Chiefs of Staff, that is his prerogative and that is his constitutional right. And if he wants to put in non-elected people to run certain administrative offices like DOJ, I think they're doing great work. And we have to continue to see the benefits of this all the way through, because we are talking about the waste of hundreds of billions of dollars. And this is money that could have gone to Americans.
Yep.
So you have an administration. One of the reasons why the Democrats lost is $700 for Maui victims, $800 for North Carolina, and $300 billion for Ukraine. And people can see that they were not putting America first. And I'm glad to see that we have a president who is.
Rob Schneider, great to see you tonight. Thanks so much for being with us again. We'll do it again soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. All the best to you now.
You too.